What's going on, folks? Welcome to another video. Reflex baits. We're on the second trip of January 2024. It is, I've no idea what time it is. It's got to be like 8 o'clock in the morning, something like that, early. It's snowing, or at least it's sleeting. I feel brilliant, mate. I feel great. It was -4 last night, -3. Just drinking some amazing herbal tea and testing out a new bivvy. I got a new bivvy on Facebook Marketplace. The story behind that is I came out last week on the 1st of January and Storm Henk decided to fucking pay us all a visit. So for 3 days it was horrific. And anyway, I set up, it was a beautiful morning, much like today. I thought I'll go fishing. So I set up my bivvy, made a couple of mistakes. Stupidly, I set up on soft ground, which turned out to be a pool, a bog, pardon me. Anyway, to cut a long story short, all my stuff got completely fucked. I lost 2 brand new fox bite alarms. One, and the bivvy, basically, I blew over 30 metres over the bramble hedge, ended up on the road, which I came and discovered the next morning. When I came back, I had to bail. It got to about 9 o'clock and I was like, this is not good, mate. The wind was like, it ripped the cover off the bivvy the first time. I was like, put it back on in the pissing rain. I was like, fuck this. So yeah, that was the first session of 2024. I actually lost a fish, mate. I had a bite, the rod went round and it came off. I don't know what happened. It wasn't on there when I went to pick it up, but definitely the rod was round, mate. So something picked that up. Anyway, yeah, it was very traumatic. And now I'm back on the bank, so I'll give you a quick tour of my little setup. I'm having to hide behind a bush here. This is the new bivvy. Loving the new bivvy, mate. It's a little bit smaller than my last one. I had a JRC Defender. Excuse all my shit there. I'm just drying out my food box and towel and whatever. So yeah, this is my little setup. Well, I'll give you a look from the other side. There we go. Loving it, mate. Solid as a rock so far. Obviously the big test will come in the high winds, but yeah, it's more solid than the previous one. It's almost brand new. 60 quid, mate. Fucking bargain. So yeah, super well happy with that. I'll show you the rods. I'm fishing on the wake park at the moment. So there's my marker sticks, the bank wrap sticks, whatever they're called. I've been spodding out some stuff. Let's go and have a look. One little bleep last night, but yeah, nothing to report. No fish. It is -4. It was -4 anyway. So I've got one rod down there, fishing 9.5 wraps out there, and then this set up here. My right hand rod is over there in the margin, which I've been baiting for about a month. That's where I lost the fish the other time. Left hand rod is just basically chucked out towards that thing. Probably 12 wraps, something like that. 10 wraps, 12. So yeah, that's me fishing. Just had a lovely hot shower, which was a fucking result. Unfortunately, had a bit of a nightmare yesterday. I've lost my little rig box. It's only a little plastic bait box, maggot box, yeah. I don't know where the fuck it is. The one thing I needed, it's got all my leads in and all my rigs from last time. So I had to redo the rigs. Luckily I found a spare lead. Oh. Anyway, so that was a bit of a disaster yesterday, but I've got 3 rods out instead of 4. I've ordered another 10 leads on eBay. So that's the update. I've had no fucking bites, no fish, and now it's almost snowing. I'm just going to sit in my new bivvy, just relax. Got 2 new bite alarms, 3 new bite alarms. So I've got this Rogue receiver wireless thing, just a cheap one, but it does the job. So I've got 2 Rogue wireless bite alarms over there, and I've also got 2 brand spanking new Fox mini microns or whatever they're called, blue LEDs. So I'm loving them. That's the ones that got ruined last time, the storm, mate. So everything blew off, so I was left with my ground sheet and all my shit soaking wet in a storm and no bivvy. And I'd taken the bite alarms out. If I'd left the bite alarms in the bank, they would have been fine, probably. But because I took them out and I was like, right, I'll turn them off and I'll put them away, I just chucked them in the bivvy. Well, of course, the bivvy became a puddle and the fucking bite alarm was sat in like 2 inches of water. So that killed that one. And then the other one kind of works, which I tried to dry out by the fire, which I melted, basically. It's a complete disaster, but I feel a lot better now. Everything's all good. So I don't know what episode we're on, Reflex baits. I've no idea. Are we on like 48 or something? I've no idea. 35? I can't remember, mate. First proper session of 2024. Well, yeah, we call it the second session, but the first overnight I've actually done 2024. And like I said, -4 last night. I'm out of phone credit. I've got to wait till midnight. My fucking feet were freezing cold last night. And I'm just testing the new bivvy, the new bite alarms, just organising my stuff. Like I said, I've lost my fucking lead core, like 4 lead cores, 4 rigs, 4 leads. Which is fucking annoying, to be honest. Hopefully it'll turn up. It's got to turn up. It must be in the van. Thing is, so I drove back yesterday. I fucking set everything up, got 1 rod out. I was like, fuck. So I drove all the way back to my. There's a little bleep there. Drove all the way back to my home, and couldn't find them. They're not in the car. They're not here. They've got to be in the truck. Can't fucking find them. Nightmare. Anyway, that's the update, folks. I will get back to you if anything happens. Much love. Take care.